Once upon a time, in a beautiful kingdom, there was a kind and loving king named King Richard. He had 3 daughters, Princess Rose, Princess Lily, and Princess Ella. The king loved his daughters very much and took great care of them. One day, he wanted to know how much they loved him, so he asked them a simple question. "How much do you love me?" Princess Rose smiled and said, "Father, you are like sugar to me. You make my life sweet." Princess Lily said, "You are like honey to me, always filling my life with sweetness." But Princess Ella thought for a moment and then answered, "Father, I love you like salt." Hearing this, the king became very angry. He thought that comparing him to something as simple as salt was an insult. Without listening to her explanation, he banished Princess Ella from the kingdom. Heartbroken and sad, Ella left her home and wandered to another kingdom. In this new land, she met King Edward, who ruled with kindness and fairness. The people spoke highly of him, and soon the king heard about the lost princess. When King Edward saw her, he was amazed by her beauty and grace. He decided to arrange a marriage between Princess Ella and his son, Prince William. When King Edward asked for Ella's agreement, she accepted but had one request. She said, "Please invite my father to the wedding, but do not put any salt in his food." The king found this request strange, but agreed. The wedding day arrived, and it was a grand celebration. The palace was decorated beautifully, and guests from far and wide attended. When King Richard arrived, he was surprised by the magnificent arrangements. However, when he started eating, he found the food tasteless. He frowned and said, "Everything is perfect, but the food has no taste. It is missing something important." At that moment, Princess Ella stepped forward, smiled, and said, "Father, do you remember when I told you that I love you like salt? Today, you understand its value. Just like food has no taste without salt, my love for you is essential and irreplaceable." Tears filled King Richard's eyes as he realized his mistake. He hugged his daughter and said, "I am sorry, my dear Ella. I now understand your love. You are truly wise and kind." Suddenly, the sound of trumpets echoed through the palace. A messenger arrived with news of an attack on King Richard's kingdom. Filled with fear, he looked at his daughter, but Ella stood tall. She turned to her new husband, Prince William, and said, "We must help my father. Our soldiers will protect his people." Prince William agreed, and they quickly prepared an army. Just as the enemy reached King Richard's castle, Ella and William's forces arrived, driving them away. The kingdom was saved, and King Richard realized not only his daughter's wisdom but also her courage. Overwhelmed with pride, he said, "Not only did I misunderstand your love, but I also underestimated your strength. You are truly the heart of this kingdom."